Hey, Bazaar Marketers, it's Tim Summers coming back at you with another video for Bazaar Marketing's channel. And today we've got two great guests on here from Lademan Insurance Agency. That's Joshua and Nick, also known as Insurance Nick. How you gentlemen doing?
Doing good.
Doing good. How are you?
Oh, doing great. I appreciate you guys coming on here in kind of short notice. Shot them out a message the other day and they were like, yes, we can do this. And so that's exciting. And I appreciate your time, and nobody's time is valuable. So if you can, real quick, give me, each of you want to tell me what, oops, sorry about that. I should have closed the old email out here. There we go. And just a quick, what you guys do. And, I know you both have different roles. And if you want to go first, Joshua, and we'll let Nick after that.
Okay. Yes. So I've been with Lademan Insurance for a few years, and I service and we sell insurance, mainly personal lines, auto and home insurance. But we have a great line of, motorcycle, boats, life insurance. So I do a lot of the sales, lane in the business, and with a lot of direction from Nick. And so I really enjoy it here. Great people to work for, and I think a great insurance agency. So thanks for having us.
Oh, awesome. That's cool. And Mr. Nick, I know you have a small role there.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Obviously my role here in the office is to run the agency. We've been, I think this is now, I'm going to age myself. You're going to love this, Tim. About 17 years in the actual industry itself as a whole. I'm third generation. Business was founded in 1947. So we've been around for a long time as third generation. I know the original first story about the original policy that was sold in the office, and the integrity that represented back then. And that's what we really stay focused on doing today. We talk about integrity and character, the only two things that are priceless in this world, but yet people give it away and you can never get it back. So first and foremost, we're always going to do what's right for people. And, my knowledge and understanding of the business helps make sure that everybody stays on track. Our customers are taken care of, coverages are taken care of. They're always offered for people, and to really focus on the conversations with everybody, so everybody's comfortable and they can put their head on their pillow at night, just like we can as well, knowing people are taken care of. And it's a big deal. So.
Absolutely. That's, amazing. You guys have been around that long, and so you on 17 years. So do you remember when we first met?
Oh, God. Well, it's been so many different times. We first met? No, I don't. Not our very first encounter. I know it's been, we've had a relationship for damn near 17 years.
Yeah, so I actually do know, and the only reason I do know, it was November 17th, 2019, so 12 and a half years ago. And the only reason I remember is we met at a networking event, and when I got back to my office, there was a video message from you saying, great to meet you today, Tim, at the event. I look forward to learning more about you, blah, blah, blah. And I might share that at the end of this video. I'll just stick it on there for nostalgia. But that popped up on my Facebook thing as a reminder, because you tagged me in Facebook and all that. And it popped up, November of last year. And I saved it and I was like, man, I didn't realize it was that long ago. But that just excites me because I've followed you all these years and you're always on the cutting edge of taking your marketing to another level. And that just goes to show 12 and a half years ago, video was still in its infancy. And I used to send out cards and emails and all that stuff. Here I get a video from you with your face on it, remembering you, acknowledging that you met me amongst probably 20 other people that were there. And I don't know if you did that to all 20 of those people. You may have, which is cool to take the time to do that. But it just shows the level of integrity, marketing, strategy, and compassion. It wasn't, just buy my stuff, not even a pitch at all. Just great to meet you, blah, blah, blah. So that's what I've enjoyed about watching you in this journey. I'm watching from afar, but always looking at, you're always innovating. You're on the cutting edge of whatever's coming up in marketing. We've shared stories and traded ideas.
And family.
Yeah, and family.
Right, yeah, right. Yeah, we've done that. That's
definitely. So it's been a great journey. That. So I'd like to get into some of the things that maybe you are doing now, maybe what you're planning on doing without sharing too much. But I know when I look at the competition in the downriver area, very few people are doing stuff. And I know you've trained Joshua well. His video is so on point, and every week, or there's one or two videos from you guys that pop up, and I probably miss some of them because I can't see them all, obviously.
Right.
But just some of the things that you've done, whether it's free or whether it's paid, and what you're going through right now in this challenging economy that we're in.
Well, I can tell you the one thing that I'm probably most proud of with Josh. Now, obviously, he does a great job with working with our customers and everything else, but the diligence that's associated to his dedication based on his time frame. Like, we know he's got Let's Talk Thursday, and he puts his testimonial Tuesdays out. So he stays dedicated to those things weekly, and it's become part of his business structure of what he's doing to always keep his self fresh, and the everything that we've always talked about here is the authenticity about the communication. So, and Josh can attest to this because the things that he's put out are real, true testimonials and situations and circumstances that are impacting families across our area, and it's easy to tell the stories when they're real and they're factual. It's not fabricated. It's not embellished. These are real figures, real numbers, real people. And those are the things that really drive us. So, I mean, Josh, you can kind of jump into that. I mean, I just kind of took the reins. Sorry.
No, thank you. Honestly, I think it's great to have a passion for people, and serving our community is what we love to do. When that stuff comes to you, and with, again, Nick's direction, he's helped me so much along the way with videos. I did videos, for years, but I didn't see the things that I really could improve on, and I kind of was complacent. And Nick has always encouraged me to kind of rise above it and learn ways to not just, have better content, but just have better delivery, trying to find things that people want to hear, how to help people. Well, just be, like I said, he said, like he always says, be real. Tell them exactly, all we can do, again, is have integrity and really care about people. And they can see that, you can't. So I think, being diligent every week, I think that helps me. And I really, like I said, I just enjoy doing it. I always want to brainstorm my days to get, what am I going to do next week? What kind of content can I do? What's relevant? What people want to hear? So, honestly, I think that, like I said, we're getting better and better. And I noticed, I've noticed over the years, my videos are just a lot better. And again, I appreciate Nick's, help with them, because I was kind of a lost puppy back in the day. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just doing videos to do videos. I was a dancing insurance agent for a few weeks with Disney music and everything. So, which was cool and was fun. But like I said, I really like to find new things that, again, people can relate to in their families, and make insurance make sense somewhat, so they can understand it without it coming off like I'm selling something, or coming off like they won't understand it,
That's brilliant, because I think what you guys do good too is you're not selling usually in your videos. It may be, 9 to 1. It's community, how you've helped people, and then a slow burn of like, oh yeah, by the way, if you need help with this, contact us. And that's what's appealing to me. And I didn't start using you. Maybe it's been 4 or 5 years now that I've used you. And I've known you all that time, but after getting to know you and then getting to feel like, oh, these guys really care about me, that's like, hey, can you quote mine? And then it made sense to, make us change. Not that I had a problem with the other place. It just felt good. And, it's been good ever since. So, but that was because of, I think, your marketing, your networking, all that stuff, getting to know you and see you as a real people, not just, a fake persona or fake messages out there. So
you're on point, Tim. I think that all of us, everybody is in sales in this world. It doesn't matter what your profession is. It doesn't matter if you're going to be a politician. It doesn't matter. You're in sales, and the aspect of the product, whatever it might be, they'll have a need. A consumer has a need for whatever the product is. The sales part is being real and being authentic and who you are. The sale will come. When the time presents itself, the sale will come. And I think that is the premise that we've tried to maintain that. So you're right. We take a softer approach Sometimes I wonder if that's the right thing to do, but I can say that we take a softer approach because we don't want people to feel pressured, and we want people to understand what they're purchasing. We want them to be confident in their decision. There are topics and discussions that we have with people that majority of agents haven't had before, and in that process, that can be that can kind of put you off a little bit. Well, how come I didn't know that beforehand? And the first answer is because you haven't worked with a really good agent. But you don't want to say that. You don't want to be that way, because I never want to put down another agent at any point in time. I want to keep the integrity in the business as a whole. And there are a lot of great agents that are out there and that serve our community as a whole. And we're friends with several of those individuals because we attract one another when you take care of people and you do that. So I think that's probably our factor. So our soft sell is, if you don't have a good relationship, then call us. I mean, we're looking to build more friends, and we want to take care of our friends and family, and that's what we do, and we don't want you to feel pressured. So give us a call, kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely makes sense. And you couldn't have been around since 1947 if you didn't have that philosophy. That just goes to show you right there. I love the aspect of your friends with the competitors, and I'm kind of the same way with Al Bates. I'm sure you recall him.
Oh, yeah. He was a great guy.
Great guy, staple in the industry. We're total competitors, but we had such fun together and bounced ideas off and laughed and joked. And,
Yep.
He's just a great guy and, truly missed in the community, but never had an issue in the 33 years that I've been in business. And I think I've been a chamber member for 30, and he was around for 40 years. So he's been around a lot farther, but just to have that, that relationship with the competitors are not trying to, there's enough business for all of us. I always told them. And
that's a fact.
Yeah. And he said the same thing, it's like, there's no need for us to cut each other's throat and be, relentless. And so I appreciate you saying that, because I think that's, just another feather in your cap. So as far as, so changing gears on you, I know you guys got to go in a few minutes. So as far as you're doing the social media stuff, what other marketing things are working for you guys that you're doing that, it's hard to track every marketing thing because you don't know where things come from, but is there
we do track where information comes from in our office.
Right.
We track that heavily, including, it's referral sources. The traditional marketing and the traditional ideas of business are back. I think that the new car smell off of a lot of the social media portion has kind of lost its luster. And I'm not negative by it by any means. I just think that it's not as new any longer. And a lot of people weren't sure how to crack that nut. So what they did is they ended up going back to traditional, what felt comfortable. Again, relationships, you can never replace solid relationships, period. I don't think at any point. This digital stuff and video stuff is fantastic, but it doesn't have social connectivity. It doesn't have immediate interaction. It doesn't have relatability sometimes. And because of that, we need to have good old-fashioned conversations with one another that it's a pitch and catch. And we can talk at a fixed object all day long, but if you're not getting interaction from the other party, it's only a one-way street, and it will stay that way until we make it not.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page there. We're the old school fellows here. Where Josh, you're a little younger. Is the old traditional networking appealing to you, or is that you're like, no, I just want to text clients. I don't want to talk to them or do that stuff. I know that's not the case, but I'm just throwing it out there because to come from the, shake hands, kiss babies era of, we went to all these networking events, and that's how I built my business, yellow pages and networking, so.
Yeah.
I would say there's a good mix that to be the way I would see myself utilizing is using some of the old school, those building rapport, having conversations, building relationships, like Nick said, so essential. Having a referral system, knowing where your referrals are coming from. I think that is important. Do I use some social media? There's some social media I'm really not utilizing, but I do like to text, call, email. It's a big thing, just using all three chains of communication. So I guess because and my personality is hyperactive, I can text, email, call, pretty quickly. But there's things that I'm in my head right now. I'm even thinking I want to improve on. Instagram, Twitter. I'm not on TikTok or anything, but there's a lot of tools out there that can help grow your business. But like I said, I honestly think it's a good balance, because I'm still I like business. Like right now, putting thank you cards in can be a nice touch. People don't get those all the time anymore. A magnet in the mail or something. I mean, those little things that people like, what? That's kind of nice. I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, I think you're spot on. I think everybody's fallen asleep on the old school postcard, thank you card, just how you doing card. And that's, even I, need to get back into doing that more. It's one of those things you feel like, oh, you've texted the customer, you've talked to them, you did this, you sent them an email, but then you forget that final little postcard, thank you card would just push it to the level of, like you said, I don't get those from anybody, And I can't tell you the last time I've gotten a thank you card from a vendor or anybody. I've gotten one from a client, which really makes you feel like, wow, customer sent me a thank you note. That's pretty cool.
Cool. I have a customer. I'm going to tell you this. I have a customer. And that individual, I had to drive to his house. I had to meet him. I had to, because every single holiday we have received, since I've been in this agency, in the family business, I have received on every holiday a card.
Nice.
Every holiday. Now, he's obviously been a longstanding customer of the agency, may have been written by Mr. Lademan, meaning the first generation of agents. I don't know who initially met with him, but it was so impactful that is the relationship, and that's how we're sought after, is to be included in that family. So I had to go and I had to meet him, because that was just a humbling experience, right? When a customer is sending you an Easter card, a Thanksgiving card,
Oh, that's awesome.
after a while, I'm like, oh, I need to know who this is. This gentleman is like he's got all my respect in the world. But as the years have gone on, I've realized that, that's important to me. So why wouldn't a thank you card from us be important to others? Or, just something simple.
It is. It's very cost effective and simple. And so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I know we're kind of running out of time here, so I will quickly. I just want to mention your new competition, Joshua. I know you've got a new employee there. Cooper is just going to really, crush it. And I think you got some. You better.
He's our motivator, man. He comes in. He's got so much firepower and spark when he comes in the office. Gets us all riled up and ready to go.
All right.
Part of our 9 o'clock hoorah,
That's it. That's awesome.
Yeah,
so that's a great marketing piece too. Throw a dog into the mix, gets everybody's, dogs and babies.
For whatever reason, I said, well, but on a serious note, we lost our Pyrenees. So we had a Great Pyrenees. She was almost 14, and we lost her in October, just before I got sick. And about a year ago, I talked to the staff here and said, hey, what do you guys think about an office dog? And everybody loved it. Now, Marley was the perfect dog because she was old and she wasn't very active, and she was just very friendly. She was an awesome dog, but she was also giant. She was 110 pounds. She was just a big dog, and it's intimidating for some people. So I knew that wasn't the type of animal to have in the office. So we came across Cooper, and Cooper he's going to probably be a max about 20, 25 pounds. He's going to be a small dog, and he loves it here. So, so we're having fun with Cooper.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's great on camera too, so that's good. Well, guys, I really appreciate your time. I know everybody's so busy these days, and for you guys taking a minute just to chat about marketing, try to help out some other people. I will definitely put links to all your socials in there and your number and that. And if there's anything else in closing you want to say to the good people watching this,
I'm going to offer up Josh, myself, if anybody ever wanted to contact us and just ask some questions, please. It's a resource. Businesses should help businesses. So that's out there for people. And if anybody has any questions, then great. Appreciate the time, Tim. Love you, brother.
You guys,
think you're doing great.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks,
I love
Tim.
you guys. Take care, man.
Hey, you take care, man. Thanks for having us.
Yep, definitely.
All right, we'll see you.
All right,
Have a great day.
You too.